microscopic dream that I give my name to. And at the same time, I want to be more free than that. And yet I cannot fly unless there's something to fly from.
It's 57 to put on snare drums, to put on guitars. I have my ribbon microphone that has like the kind of like rolled off like top end, kind of sounds like a little bit more like vintage. So when you do have that like flaring, like shrill.
Yo, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, Sulphurbath. Open the door, expose your mind, see things you've seen that you left behind. I'm trying to focus on what's in front of me now. Just a sound from a horn on a drum. Never done. I'ma see the sun. Never won. 21. Sulphurbath.
Yeah, can we get everybody to say howdy just to let everybody know how much audience we have right now? Ah! How fucking cool is that? Man. Really good high fidelity samples, Blaine. Thanks for providing those. Right. So awesome, episode 25. Fucking 25 weeks in a row. We're doing outside the Sulphurbath tonight here at Cave Espresso Bar.
Under the Sulphurbath.
Under the Sulphurbath, below the Sulphurbath?
A little bit over and down.
Beneath, adjacent to a place. The scary door. And we've got really great lineup tonight, right? This is excellent.
It's we are just ready to burst.
Going out, it's cold as shit. The weather's not very good. Everybody showed up still, and we're all drinking and celebrating our season finale of the show inside the Sulphurbath, episode 25. And it's really awesome, right? We've done a lot of cool stuff.
This is my first sober episode, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and this is like an intervention because everyone came back. I've seen you all before. So
you just don't remember seeing them before.
Yeah. Like, oh God, I apologize for something.
Yeah. Well, that adds to the legend of the show, I think, man.
Yeah.
So, wait, what did you just say? I thought you said this was his first.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
Currently,
Paps doesn't count. It's so weak.
Just starting sober. That's all.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The beginning is sober. It's a very sober beginning.
Do it.
Yeah. So the year's ending. We found Biscuit. So
Yes.
for
We also
anybody that doesn't know, there's a
lost
big
Biscuit.
story around the block this week was Biscuit ran away but came home, and so thank you for that. And we have, such a good slate to wipe clean and start next year. It's really great. We made that video. Everybody at home just saw this video we made. We took basically every guest that's been on the show and put like sliding through the screen.
Was that absolutely every guest that's been on the show?
It wasn't absolutely every guest, but every guest that's not on there is represented on the loop that we're going to show later for the visual
great.
stuff. Yeah. So
I thought it
every
was like
guest is represented somehow.
Somebody here.
Yeah. At first I was scared. I thought it was like an in memoriam.
Mm.
I was like, wow, the show is cursed, man.
It's so intense. Yeah, well, the soundtrack to that, too, was just one of our end jams that was not treated in any way. It was just one of our jams.
Yeah.
And it seems like you were writing like a
memoriam
Brian
too.
Eno funeral dirge or something, but
Yeah.
it turned out pretty good, I thought. So, and we're going to premiere a new animated holiday video tonight. I'm so excited.
Can't wait.
Share this with the world.
Did I hear the other one premiering earlier? Did one of them play already?
The
Or were you
test
just
of it
testing?
premiered.
Okay.
We premiered the testing
So
of
everyone
it. Yeah.
here has seen it, but
Yeah.
not
So
the
we've
world yet.
shown it, but we're going to show it again. That's really exciting. And we've got 4 amazing segments tonight. We've got poet Joel Gold is about to come out on the stage and share some poetry with
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
He's amazing. He's been on the show. What was the episode number 3? We had Joel.
3 or 4.
Yep.
And
Our returning champion.
we love Joel Gold. We're huge fans, so we're really glad that he's joining us again tonight.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a really good musical performance by Star Rover, the band Star Rover.
Yeah.
Star Rover joined us for Mama Joy's shows that we were doing, that we were talking about all the time. And now we've got them on the show, so that's going to be great. We're going to have some update interviews. We've got a few past guests. They're going to tell us what's been up and let us know what's new. And we also have an interview with Sean Galvin, who's a director that's making Thirsty Caterpillars, his short film that looks amazing. He brought his DP and his director for the project, Bobby Berry and Chris Vernale. So we're going to talk to them a little bit. And we're going to wrap up the show with a performance by Azumi Oe, and that's going to be really amazing.
Yeah,
She's a
can't
great
wait.
performance artist. So.
And then we're going to further wrap up the show.
And the further wrap up, yeah. The wrap of the wrap is going to be everybody jamming together. So we've got a big crowd tonight. If at the end of the show tonight, anybody who's still around, bang on a wall or drop a brick on the floor or anything avant-garde you want to do.
Scream.
Yeah.
And
Tackle.
it'll add to the environment, I think, as long as nobody gets hurt. So,
Unintentionally.
Yeah, Mike.
yeah,
Let's
well, you
hope
guys told me to
nobody gets
announce
hurt.
that once in a while. Tell
Yeah.
everybody, don't hurt each
Just
other.
keep
you
it
know.
keep it
Now that Michael
simple.
Jackson's dead, nobody's telling people anymore, you need love and you need, So I figured we could fill that
Just
role.
Michael, just Michael Wilson. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So son of Jack, son of Will. There's something there, man. So yeah, really great. So without further ado, does have any more ado?
I'll save some for later.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have something for later.
Save your ado. His ado first, and then we'll do yours after that.
I do.
So without further ado, we're going to change up just a second. We're going to bring Joel Gold out. So Joel is going to be backed by FumioTashiro playing some music behind him. Joel, our favorite poet on Inside the Sulphurbath. So please give a warm welcome to Joel Gold. We'd like to invite him up now.
Oh, angels tonight. I improvise. Do you do the same when your egg opens up? And inside the neon light, you have to find not shame, but appetite. Fumio will be improvising with me tonight. How luckless I am, this sea I'm traveling on without any history. I hold back as if a heart attack will be a friendly exposure to that which I can never be. I lie down as stretcher bearers say my name. They shuffle me off to some insane sense of darkness. Will I wake up wives with the surprise to be more than what I've ever been? I stare outrageously into a sea that does not float expeditiously. I am new for it. I adjust the lenses in which I see beyond my microscopic sense of time. I'm good with you, darlings. Do you need a rhyme? Oh, how nice it is to be somewhat found again. I woke up wise in this surprise. My rent was paid, meaning that everything I did for 30 days was not against the law. And if it was, the law would rub my back and keep me solid. Oh, I turned away from yesterday and found something in this full moon, a light that would give me a sense of shadow and delight. The upside down side of the spoon was me, holding against serenity, wanting a little more action, a little distraction. I'm so cold these days. What you gonna do, babies? Around the question mark comes to say, and underneath my door is a yesterday. It looks at me in my face. I pushed away shame for the loveliness of disgrace. Put on your cardboard crowns. Do for a while. Is the new really new? Are you the thing you never do? And when you get by, do you feel lucky that there's no scar tissue in your opening day? Well, I feel there's something new in this world. I gulp it up. Don't you? I hold it against the light that shows me shadowless delight, and in my eyes I see something brand new. It's your day. It's your time. Well, now I go out on the street. I'm feeling comfortable. I've exercised my Freudian barbell, so I have a little bit of anxious timidity. I play against a star that waits for me on the corner that's so smooth and so angry and so lovely and so you and so me. I walk a while, smile to see my face in those windows of disgrace. Tap me on my shoulder as if my dance is interrupted. I'm going to be taller than I thought today. And with yesterday staring me in my face, what would I do? Well, what would you do? Hell, ain't life new? I wonder how I got here so fast. All right, babies, here we go. In the room of despair, you don't want to stay there too long. Your song is repetitious, and it hurts. You desert yourself only to find a little bit of coupling of mind. Well, there's a poet that stands before your hands and touches you, fingertips. And on your lifeline, it gives you a little bit of light. Something you'll control in your dream. Something that will bite you in the morning. Just to push you back into your life. Well, darlings, a paratif is necessary here. Someone steer into the mirror, uncover it, and see your face. Is there disgrace in there? Are the colors just enough for your eyes to open wide? To lick a little bit of pride and kiss you where Lazarus loves your face? Remember Lazarus? Jesus brought Lazarus back to life. Now Lazarus doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have the right clothes or the dance steps. And the pages he turns are just news. Where are you with your black and blues? Well, okay, babies, it's your day. And ain't it nice to be alive? Well, everything that hurt me the night before was a storehouse in the attic of which I will not remember those September, like a dull sense of history. I'm the guillotine-wise, the man who doesn't have any shame, and yet the game I play has no sense of history. Every day is new to me. Every day is shame. All right, let's back off for a while. Look around, darlings, there's a smile in the room. You own it. It loves you. It needs you. All right, we're going to slip away now. I want to be remembered as something, well, that you don't want to forget. And lifeless wise in this corner of irrespective darkness, when you're waiting for that transportation eye to show up and take you from here to there, you might remember me. How do I want to be remembered? Well, what September are you holding on to? What sweet knit of opportunity do you give life to, mouth to mouth? Well, all right, ease back now. Black and blue has left the room. How do I want to be remembered? Let me turn away just for a moment and then return with who I really am. Ain't life grand? Good night. Fumio.
Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, thank you, Joel Gold.
Yeah.
We love Joel. He's amazing.
Had a real.
Really, for those of you that don't know, Joel has his own special method. Joel is an improviser, and so he doesn't come up with like writing and reading from a paper. All that's just straight from his soul. I shouldn't talk about art. I feel like a fucking idiot every time I talk about anything cool.
I mean,
Joel's amazing, and
Yeah.
that was improvised. Is what I want to tell you guys. Yeah.
It was like Dr. Seuss meets David Lynch.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Dr. Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapping it because Dr. Seuss is pretty deep too, man.
David
the issues
Seuss.
that he takes on, huge, you know.
Those are the kids' books I read.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss and David
Oh, yeah.
Lynch collabos.
David
Yeah,
Lynch
yeah.
and Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Man, well, they should collaborate. Dune is kind of like a Dr. Seuss story, isn't it? Like
Little
giant
bit.
worms, like on a weird planet, and somehow there's no Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, oh, we're about to blow everybody's minds. So in the post, your mind's been blown by Joel Gold mode.
Yeah.
We're gonna go straight into the holiday
Trying
video, I
to
think,
ride
right?
those coattails.
Yeah.
Is it
Ride the coattails, is that what you said, Greg? Like, yeah, everybody's amped up
Everyone's
from
up
Joel.
here.
Let's show them our sucky video
Can't go
while
that
they're still
far
happy.
down.
And, but yeah, we've got we're premiering our second holiday video. There's an animation and
So
the
the
list of
second
people.
one comes
Who
first?
all's on this, right? We got credits for this, right? So Dean was on it.
Yeah.
Blaine,
I'm in there somewhere.
Miho's in it as voice. Trevor's a voice, and Trevor
in it.
also drew some stuff. Brandon. Brandon.
Brandon.
Is Brandon even here? What's going on?
No.
Yeah.
Mike, your voice.
Yeah,
though.
I'm a voice in
Like a
it.
gravy.
Yeah. And we think it's pretty existential, mind-blowing material.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go
Weird
over here in the
treat.
hallway and then we can show you real
Yeah,
quick
we can
before everybody sees it?
No, I think we should go for it.
He won the lotto, but he died. He died.
Y'all, shut up. So, I was having one of them dreams, one of them biscuit dreams. And I saw this foreign object or matter come down from the sky and try to take dominion over our area. What?
今地球はスモールウォークの目の中にあります。私は彼の思いを警告しに来ました。地球はこれから私たちの美味しい軍隊の攻撃を受けることになります。すべてはスモールウォークのものとなります。
Get out of town. Hell no. Bullshit.
Unbelievable.
Don't trust that umbrella. I am Agent Karan with the and Black, and I have a license.
Man, well, shit the bed. Show me your papers.
Well, luckily the depot sells bracelets, so I had a gift for the holidays.
You will behold the presence of Smolegork. Well, behold me in any event. Yes, I'm Turkey. You will suffer before me as I... Listen, you. You will suffer before me as I establish a reign on this planet. That's what I'm saying to you. All of you. This puny planet. It's really shit, this planet. Terrible. Tiny little turd in the universe. I hate it.
Hey, Your Excellency, Agent Cran, he's standing right there.
Agent Krant, you've jiggled your last words. And I, for one, am happy about it. I hate you. Launch the pie on this joint. Just tear it down. No!
Fresh from the wretched ovens of Hades, cooled on the racks of the mountain of doom, I am the pie of the family meal apocalypse. With the awesome power bestowed upon me by the almighty Smolegork, I rain down crusty terror upon thine table.
See, I told y'all. The apocalypse is here. The book of reservations is true.
And isn't that the true meaning of Christmas?
It is the true meaning of Christmas. You can never fight enough interdimensional beings with gravy.
Say, you might be insane, Michael.
We were drawing up a bunch of lines last night, and then we were like, how many of these can we cross? And so, leave that to your imagination. And so, yeah, give it up for Agent Cran and fucking the turkey.
Oh, my God.
So, Blaine over here was the turkey. Yeah, Trevor over there was the cranberry. Brandon, where the fuck is Brandon? Brandon was the biscuits. That's fucking awesome, hilarious. So the whole thing, right? So what if aliens landed and they happen to look like food? And then they land and it's holiday meal and they attack food, and the food, who is sentient and conscious, is like, oh, what the fuck? But it turns out that it's all fucking futile because the humans just come along and eat everything in their goddamn path anyway. Yeah. So happy holidays. Is basically the message that we were trying to say. So very cool. So I think what we should do now is go into talk to Sean Galvin. You know, Sean just made this short film, Thirsty Caterpillars, pretty awesome. And all good friends of mine, and it's produced by L. Raven Productions. And we would like to introduce Sean Galvin and the guys. Come on out. Yeah.
So welcome to Inside and Under the Sulphurbath.
Thank you.
Thank you. So who put this piece together? Let's talk about the. I guess let's start with the movie first, and then move on to where you come from and how you met, and who's the originator of the film.
I guess that would be me. It was kind of it came from a character that I created based on just a lot of people that I've seen and met, and a little bit of myself in there too, I guess. If I'd like to take myself to the nth asshole extreme, it's kind of what it is. I feel like I should be sitting like this because every time I see a filmmaker, they're always sitting like this. Does that make me seem more, okay?
The next answer is going to be legit now.
Yeah. Forget everything that you've heard. Basically it all came from a character and turned into a short film, and it's just based on a lot of people that I've seen and encountered, and it deals with a lot of pretentiousness and absurdity and potty humor, and if you have a really short attention span, it's right up your alley.
Perfect.
Yeah. Who doesn't have one of those?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get involved? I guess you wrote it and decided you want to make this film yourself, and you needed some help. So
Right.
how do you know these guys?
These guys are good friends of mine, and we all actually live in the same apartment building. So it made it real easy. It was just like, reach a hand across the hall and be like, hey, I need some help with this. And these guys are very, very talented people in video production, and so they were more than willing to help, and they did a brilliant job with it. So yeah.
I remember it started with it was an idea. Like Sean and I were like outside just talking, and he was saying, like, I have this really great idea for like a kind of like a skit. Like, would you help me with like the skit? And I want to do this like quick little piece. It shouldn't take more than like a couple hours.
Yeah, it almost started off like a sketch comedy.
Yeah, like, it was like a sketch comedy type thing, and I was like, yeah, sure, like, why not? And then it turned into this like several week process where it turned into the script, and like, hey, Sean, how's the script going? Oh yeah, I'm still working on it. It took like weeks and weeks and weeks, and as soon as like we started actually getting interest in it, he every single night he'd be up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, working on the script, shoring it up, making sure it's even better than before, and all of a sudden it just turned into this whole. Everybody got on board. Thankfully, Bobby was willing to direct it, and it ended up being a really great kind of process. I mean, it was very organic. It was very smooth from the get-go.
I think what Sean was working the script for so long. It kind of started off as like the sketch thing, and then it was like, oh, let's shoot a short, and then we kind of all three of us got together and we kind of read over and like looked at it, and we decided it was like, what would be really interesting is if we take this short film and make it as a found footage comedy, because there's very few. I think there's maybe one other found footage comedy out. Like the found footage genre lends itself to horror very well, but not necessarily to comedy. So we thought it'd be really interesting. It's like less kind of like get in there and do a found footage comedy.
Cool. That wasn't the original concept?
No, not at all.
No, that was actually when we sat down and talked about it. Bobby was like, well, what if we took this angle for it? And basically, what you see in the film is a voyeuristic point of view from one of the guests who is kind of an unwelcome guest there at the party, and so you get reactions from the different people as this person is walking around with a camera. And just capturing everything, whether it's, people want that to happen or not, it all kind of feeds off of this camera being on people, and it moves very quickly from place to place and conversation to conversation. So it's very, very dialogue driven, but some very interesting things that happen. And I don't want to give too much of it away. You were a part of it as well, and yeah. Your character is one that I really don't want to give away, but
okay.
It's a very imperative part of the project. You should all know.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. That means I'm probably still in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And make it out.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. I mean, because I didn't know much about it. I just sort of got an email saying, hey, or like a text from Bobby. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Let's do this. And then I read it, and I was like, oh, this is funny. There's some opportunities there. And it was great. It was nice. And it was great working on set. I hadn't done anything for a long time. And it was nice seeing other people get their shit together and really work it out. Because that was tight. It seemed to be it would be very difficult to film. But
it's funny because it was one of those things where, like, all right, if it's just like a sketch and you have to shoot it like in a specific way, it would have been like, pretty difficult because you have like different angles, different scenes, like different characters all in one. And so when they first came to me and were like, all right, maybe we should try doing it like all in one shot, because like the original concept was like literally have it like a stage play and just have the camera kind of follow through and get all these actors all in one shot. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be so easy to do. But it took weeks in order to shore up all the performances, get everything just so. And we ended up we shot into like 5 different pieces, all kind of flowing into one another.
Yeah, the segments kind of blend in naturally, but it does play like, and like you're looking into like one night of like a party. So everything kind of blends together to make it seem as though, you know, the camera's been rolling from the moment he walks in till the moment he walks out. So.
Did you take any like hints from Hitchcock's Rope or anything like that? Because Hitchcock shot like Rope in 10-minute increments basically, and tried to blend them together and edit them at a nice juncture.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of that, like a lot of Hitchcock, a lot of you know, even, you know, when I was talking to Sean and Chris about it earlier, is you know, even looking at like older films like Maniac and stuff like that that are you know, like interesting, that take that like kind of POV aspect, but then again, like all of those are thriller horror. And like what we're trying to do is take that concept of like, you know, POV first person, and, you know, why not do a comedy? You know, like
I always like Cannibal Holocaust. That's always my go-to, like found footage film, just absolute carnage, and it's such a great film. But usually like found footage is always like kind of that, where it's just very natural and very you know, nobody. But it was. That's kind of like when you translate it into a comedy, it's I mean, timing is always everything, and so it's very difficult to try to get timing right when it's kind of on a like kind of stage acting, and you're just kind of capturing the moment, and that was probably the hardest part of the whole process.
I think it made it a little bit easier that we just got everyone drunk. So
yeah,
a huge keg there, and just it was like drink as much as you like. Yeah.
There was a lot of beer there.
Do you guys have something? Like, do you have anything cut together that we could see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
We have a trailer. This is the first time that we've aired it anywhere.
We can see a little bit.
Just you know, a little bit of backstory. I mean, it all takes place at a party, and the reason for the party is Carl, my character, is debuting a CD that he recorded back in the late 90s, and he claims that, you know, the CD has been critically acclaimed, but no one has heard it but critics. So this is a reason to get all of his friends together and debut the CD. And,
cool.
These are my best friends. Jesus, you're like the creepy kid in American Beauty. Turn the fucking camera off, Dan.
I'd like to take a half-rotten sea cucumber,
Hi.
dip it in rock salt,
What?
sprinkle a little cayenne pepper on it.
I'm gonna shove that camera right up your ass.
Oh, you make my colon ache.
What's with the camera, man? Are you a cop? Are you some kind of narc, man?
Got a gun in your pocket? Carl? Is that your beer that smells like smoked salmon?
You Make My Colon Ache was the original title. What was that?
Yeah, that got scrapped.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the trailer. If you got anything from it, then good for you, I guess. It's, you know, it's absurd at best, but hopefully it makes people want to see more of it, because we all think that it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So what's next for you, for just individually? What are you guys working on? Or anything in particular that you want to? Have you taken anything from this experience and trying to roll it into something else, or are you still just trying to focus on getting this out there?
I think we're all pretty focused on this at the moment, just trying to polish
definitely
everything.
doing polish it up, starting festival runs hopefully in March. So.
Cool.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when you do a film and you go through the pre-production and production of it. Once you finish it, it's just like, you know, a great relief. You do the post and all that, and then that's when it kind of really, it's like just the beginning of the journey on trying to put it through festivals and trying to get people to see it and trying to get like support for it. It's always very difficult. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter like how big the budget. It's always like a big, large journey and a pain in the ass a lot of the time. But
the thing I noticed that's the part of the stage that you're unprepared for as a creative person?
Yeah,
It's like,
no,
now I
totally.
have to go sell this to people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
No, no, it ends up being like 90% of it. I mean, it's all very. It's kind of a new experience on trying to get to that next level and trying to get the exposure that we think it deserves.
All right.
Well, last thing I want to say, if for everyone that's interested, there's a Facebook page for Thirsty Caterpillars. So go to Thirsty Caterpillars on Facebook and like it, and you can follow all the happenings with it when it's going to premiere here in New York. And there.
Cool. So like it on Facebook. You'll be kept up to date on where you can see it in theaters, hopefully. Cool. Well,
Thank
gentlemen,
you so much.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Yeah.
And getting to talk to you.
Pleasure having you be a part. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
So, Star Rover, live music. Welcome to Inside the Sulphurbath.
down. Follow me down. You know I'm on my last go round. So familiar, it's in losing friends and losing minds outside. Take these flowers to his room so we all can sigh beyond the pines. Losing friends and losing minds outside. Take these flowers to his room so we all can sigh beyond the
How's our timing? One more. Cool. Thanks for listening. We have download cards for free. We accept donations if you want one. Thank you.
Oh, and we're called Star Rover. Oh, yeah. And we live upstairs.
Face. Thanks.
Thank you. One more. Wait, so you got yeah. All right, all right. Will's gonna tune for a second. Check it out. Yeah. We're playing also on the 17th, which is coming up, at the Living Gallery on Broadway, close by. So come check that out if you want. so much.
Star Rover performing, really great.
Yeah. Those people
Oh,
tuning in
man.
at home, they may be thinking, hey, is this a best of episode? No. It's
No.
just that good.
This is the average sample of the average Inside the Sulphurbath episode. Yeah. So.
What do you want for nothing?
So what do you want for nothing? Yeah, right.
Let's cue up the Christmas video
Let's-
part number 1.
Grace queued up.
A.
Acid rain, drug addiction, freeway
Yeah,
killing.
go for it, Dan.
Now more than ever, Dan.
Dan.
It is important to remember the true meaning of Christmas.
One thing led to another, and, well, things sure are getting frosty out here.
Welcome to Santa Claus's house. You came here to see me. Well, you're here. You're trespassing, but you're here.
My body is made out of sugar. I don't care about anything because I'm made to be consumed.
Where is Blitzen? I want to see Blitzen with Rudolph.
I wanna play some reindeer games, but I've gotta wait for Blitzen. Where's Blitzen? I wanna play some reindeer games.
Welcome to Santa Claus's kingdom.
I'm a frozen sugar man at the North Pole. Eat me and I'll rot your teeth. My body is made out of sugar. Eat me before Santa Claus does.
Jeez, was that a fun holiday video?
Really, really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's as they would say. I remember being in 6th grade, and my teacher was like, "Now everybody, sign your friend's yearbook, but nobody needs to use that word that starts with B, and is 7 letters long." Well, she was crazy. It took us a while to realize that she was saying, "Don't write have a bitchin' summer," but
Bitchin'?
yeah, that's apparently.
No one needs to say bitchin'.
Yeah, don't say bitchin' in the yearbook.
She
And
almost encouraged it with that.
Those were the days before all of the pharmaceuticals. So your average teacher didn't have the same grip on.
For those viewers with keen and perceptive eyes, there's a new person.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, look at that.
Who's that? Clark Carr, welcome back,
This is
man.
Clark Carr.
Yeah.
What's up?
Thank you.
Yeah, Clark Carr. So we were showing some images of your paintings earlier on the loop, man. Everybody was seeing that.
Wait, really?
How you been? What's up?
Good,
What's new, man?
good.
You were on episode, and that was a really good time.
It was a really great episode.
That was great. We had such a good time.
That was such a failure.
Yeah.
I could do this too. White line.
White line,
I could
white
throw.
line.
I could throw Mike that.
Yeah, you want to do some Velvet Underground like that?
Oh, I don't know about that. Lou Reed's dead.
Oh, I know. Doesn't that
He's
suck, man?
gone,
That just
dude.
happened
It's
this year.
over.
This
It's
has been a
over.
year, man.
If he's not well. I know that.
Whiplash girl child in the dark.
Yeah, but you were on one of the previous episodes, and you showed us your work. And that same episode, Dead Sexy Sheila was on, right?
And Troy,
They were awesome.
Troy from Dead Sexy Sheila is here.
He's here tonight,
We'll
yep.
get, we'll get him over in a
Badass.
second.
Badass.
I tend to tell this. It's funny. I told that story.
Yeah.
About-
Everybody wants to know who the fuck that guy is you were talking about, by the way.
Yeah, I know. If you know this, I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
So it's like Boy Scout rape story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it John
really
Waters?
bad. But every time I tell that story, like the fucking everything breaks down. I'm sorry to curse. Everything breaks down when I tell that. Like technology.
Well, what's been up lately?
We
Since-
lost like 40 minutes. On
Since then, you had a show, an exhibition or something, right? Didn't you do?
Yeah, and actually have a show coming up of paintings at Bodega Wine Bar.
Oh, cool. Bodega's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted I have paintings in there now, and they want me to do make a whole new series of like 30 paintings, which totally motivates me, and they're going to be in
Cool.
there. So yeah, that'll be there on January 1st. That'll be pretty cool.
Wine bar. Yeah.
So
Is it a
or
group show?
anytime
Is it
after
just all
that.
your stuff, or what is it?
It's a solo show. you
Yeah.
know.
Cool.
But it's at a bar. It'll be good. You know.
Yeah. Fun
Yeah.
bar. A good bar.
It is a good bar.
Very
actually.
wholesome bar.
Yeah, we went to this pizza place tonight.
Oh yeah.
Troy, what was the name of that place? Yeah, Union Pizza Works,
Union
man.
Pizza Works.
These are
Oh,
these
yeah?
guys from Milano, Italy, who made this pizza place in Bushwick, and it's amazing.
That's Milan, for anybody that's.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's Italy, not Italy.
Milano.
Italy.
Not Italy, not Italy. And so, was it good? Was it awesome? Was that the thing?
Well, actually, I didn't eat the pizza, but
yeah.
like the place is really nice.
But Milan is like the capital of fashion in the world, right? So it was very fashionable pizza, probably.
I think it was more industrial than fashionable.
Oh, yeah?
You know,
Mm.
so it was good.
Well, it's like that company Diesel. It's like when you can put the perfect industrial and fashionable together.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. You know,
Yeah.
and maybe you know, maybe you're spending a little bit of money, but it's okay.
So
You know,
what's
it's okay.
what's next for Clark Carr?
Well, I'm doing this series of paintings. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did that already, Mike.
I did that one already.
Well, fucking help us carry along the interview then, goddammit.
Guy with the beard tells me I did it already.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and
you
he's
have
got
a beard, dude. You already
So-
did it.
He said he's going to get some pizza. Didn't you hear?
All right, what's your webpage, Clark?
ClarkCar.cc.
And have
So
you got
let's-
some new work up there since we interviewed you last?
Absolutely not, because all my work is it's in that show now, so like I can't photograph it. But
Yeah.
let's get I really want to get my friend Troy up here. He's got.
We only got 1 minute left, Troy.
1
Man,
minute,
you better
Troy.
fucking bomb this shit right now.
Tell
dude.
us about your new.
Let's
your
go.
new
Hey, no,
project,
take my
bro.
spot.
You're telling us about your new project.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's no name.
Yeah, what's up, Troy? Troy, what's up? Another, like, this is good update interview. Another previous guest on Inside the Sulphurbath. Dead Sexy Sheila, Troy Odell. How you
Hello,
doing?
out there.
Yeah. There's the out there. We're in here.
I just joined a new band called Retail. Actually, Austin lives here in the building, but I'm really busy these days. I got my friend John over there. We're recording an album right now and
Cool.
working on it. And I don't know, it's music.
Nice.
A little bit of booze and then more music.
Is that a real band, or you just got a job at a store?
Like, you guys, there's an EP called Black Friday.
Because that's a cool way to say it.
It's called Pizza.
That's
Pizza.
We were saying before that you were recording yourselves. with
Yeah,
Dead Sexy,
actually,
right?
my band DSS that was on, I think it was episode 11. I can't remember.
Sure.
Whatever. Yeah, we're in the middle of recording an album right now in my loft, which is currently under an eviction process. So maybe we'll call it eviction notice. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's good. Yeah.
It's real gritty.
Mm-hmm. So it's a transitional album.
Yeah. We're really breaking ground here, you know. We're going to tear down the walls.
Word.
I think if we do get finally evicted while we're recording this album, we're literally going to record us breaking down the walls.
Awesome. Yeah.
Credit the
Crunch.
landlord with the thumping sound in the background.
Exactly. We'll dedicate the whole album to the landlord.
No, I'm sure that your landlord will find some way to play that up and make some fucking money on it.
They'll probably try to sue me for money. Yep.
Yeah. Word, man. Well, what's the webpage again? Can we check this out soon?
Yeah,
or?
we're on Bandcamp. It's retail.bandcamp.com and then deadsexysheila.bandcamp.com too.
Awesome.
Everything is on Bandcamp.
Cool.
It's the best site in the
Check
world.
it out. No, we showed a little clip of you guys playing Sliding Through the
I
Image
noticed
earlier.
that. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
you guys are badass.
Oh,
man.
it was so much
you
fun,
guys were
man.
the loudest fucking thing that's ever been in my studio. You know that?
I hope so.
Yeah. And I wanted to set off a firecracker in my toilet. And
Well,
you
if we beat the
way
firecracker-
louder, like
Is that a
3
euphemism, Mike?
decibels louder than that.
Well, you should see our other live shows. I mean, we have lit things on fire.
Yeah. Do you know the whole like Joseph Coleman thing of like running out into an audience and like blowing your shit up and like M80s on your chest?
I
think
haven't.
I
No.
think we should do that, man. I think we should.
No. Wow, that sounds painful though.
No, you put like a plate of like like Marty McFly style like metal protecting your chest, right?
Oh,
and then you just like glue some M80s to that shit.
Oh, that's fucking rad. I love gunpowder.
I'm safe. You guys are scared. Everything's good.
It's
you know?
true. I mean, the FDNY would have a fucking field day with it, but
I know some of those guys and pour a little bit on the block for them.
I'm not wasting wine for them.
Yeah, I just had like a little drop, so I knew I was cool, man. Don't waste that fucking.
Hey, Mike, when this goes on the internet, you gotta put like a disclaimer at the bottom that you should not do that.
Yeah. Anyone with a heart condition must leave the room. Oh, jeez. How you doing, Greg?
Oh, I'm doing excellent.
Because I was looking over here. Now I'm looking over at you.
So we're gonna roll on to somebody else?
Yes, it's that time. Yeah. Troy, thank you for
can't
joining
wait.
us.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Mike,
awesome,
man. Sulphurbath rules.
Check out Dead Sexy Sheila. Check out Retail. And by that, we don't mean like Apple or Diesel. You know, we mean these guys. Yeah, don't buy stuff in the stores. I always try to tell people that. Quit buying things that you need.
Yeah.
Just don't buy whatever everything you need. Don't buy it. Just die. And
Oh my God, I'm totally back.
Yes, Clark's back. What's up?
Yeah.
This is what happened last time.
Yeah. What happened?
What do you mean, like 3 minutes ago?
You came back.
No, the original interview.
Yeah. What happened last time?
Wow. Who's coming up next?
Next we're
that
bringing out
band
Andrew
was
Radcliffe,
really-
I think.
That band with the guy with the blue.
Star Rover, man.
They
They're-
were
they're
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
They have this whole like visual element to them too, right?
Yeah.
Like when you watch them, you're just mesmerized by the indie
They were
awesomeness.
they were really like legit. They were great.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah.
Their songs. They have great songs.
It's true. They're good enough. I totally want to patronize them. I would patronize those guys all the time.
Did you notice
Please
his-
patronize those guys.
Did you
Go to
notice
their
the drummer's
site.
sticks were the same color as his drum kit?
I did. You know, Jeremy's like surprised me a couple times with his live performance.
And the dude was
and the
wearing his
visual-
guitar all up high.
Yeah.
They were dope.
Yeah,
They were
Jeremy and Will.
dope
Those
band, man.
guys are awesome, man. Yeah.
That's how you know
Their
a guy-
songs are really good.
Yeah. Really good.
That guy can't even take it. He's like, I'm bearded out.
Sounds great.
You're all bearded out. It's true. And you got the like loose. Let another button go, Greg.
Yo,
Why
that's
not?
a nice
Just, like,
shirt,
one more,
bro.
dude.
It's early yet.
You're
It's
one
later.
step
He's
away
like-
from
he's like,
like
easy, easy,
2
easy.
hours into the wedding. You know that.
They
And-
were great. They were great.
Yeah.
They were great.
Really
That's
great.
what-
Yeah, Star Rover. Fucking
How many times did people say play one more song? It happened 3 times.
Yeah.
When they were
Yeah.
playing.
Mhm.
So that's a
That's
good
how you
band.
know. Well, they played Mama Joy's too, and they fucking rocked it. They were really amazing.
When Mama
No,
Joy's
Jeremy, we got to
existed.
give it up to Jeremy because we were at booking Mama Joy shows one night, and we called Jeremy and we're like, "Hey, it's the night of the show. We don't have anybody, and we have a PA system. Do you know? Can you guys like? Do you know more people that make sound in rhythm?" And sure enough, fucking he booked the whole night, man. So we had a great
They were
night.
dope, dude.
Like all the people he brought, Emily, right, and all the other bands, like Chris, Kyle, or whatever. Yeah. Is
we
he
were
still
basically
here?
Like, we have nobody. Can you help
Yeah.
us out? And he's
He
like,
just
"Yeah, I'll
came
give
in.
you
He
a
doesn't
whole
even know we're talking about him. Yes, we're talking about you, Jeremy. Welcome back.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks for all that jazz.
Wow.
Where are we going from here? What, are we in a
I
black
kind of
hole?
want. I kind of want to hear what those guys have to say about their music, if that's possible.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Will and Jeremy, do you guys want to come up and say something real
come
quick?
up.
Bring it on down.
We got some time.
Yeah.
Move on down the road.
Oh, he just went outside.
Yeah, I think they're. I think that reefer cigarette they were smoking wasn't put out.
I
Right?
think the jazz cigarettes make
the
them
jazz
shy.
cigarettes always slow you down, man.
They're shy because of the jazz cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, they broke
No,
up.
they're not shy.
I think they just broke
Oh,
up.
there
Get
he
the
is.
fuck out of here.
Yo!
Jeremy's here. Go away. Thank you, Clark Carr. Everybody, check out Clark Carr. Yeah, Clark, original friend of the Sulphurbath. Will and Jeremy, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Great.
That was badass, man. You guys fucking rocked it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is episode 25. You guys played live at Mama Joy's, and you pulled the house down then, too. And
was fun.
right now, really great performance, man.
Appreciate
and
it.
also, I think you guys
Thank
just
you.
got back from a tour, too, right?
We did, yeah. We just toured for a couple
So,
weeks. Yeah.
Where
just
did you go?
Just East Coast. I don't think we went further than Philly, south and up to Portland.
Well, Rochester was pretty far.
Oh, Rochester was
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's quite a drive. Yeah. What was your favorite city to play in on this tour? Atlantic City, of course.
Oh, well, Syracuse was epic.
Yeah?
That was an epic night, yeah.
Yeah.
We were playing with friends of ours at Rebel Bucket.
Okay.
We did a couple shows where we did Music Hall Williamsburg with them and this theater in Syracuse, and it was amazing. Just a really fun show. Fun town, great people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All of the gigs kind of had charms to them.
Were you playing like dive bars or like actual venues and events, or what kind of spaces were
It
you
was
guys
like a
playing in?
mix of house venues, a frat bar.
That was the worst gig.
That was the worst one that paid.
Did
the
anybody
best.
puke on the road? That's we want to know.
No.
Okay.
But there was a song we had called. We played that last song or second to last song we played called Ragdoll. Apparently, there's an Aerosmith song called Ragdoll too.
Yeah, Summer
so we
in the
announced
City.
that we were going to play Ragdoll, and then we got a lot of cheers.
Yeah, cool.
But it turned out it was
Like,
an
fucking play
Aerosmith song.
Ragdoll. Oh man.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ragdoll is kind of a controversial song, isn't it? Isn't he like kind of pursuing a woman that's just too young for him in that song?
You know, I wasn't familiar with it.
I don't.
Also, you know, there's that weird Bruce Springsteen like. Tell me, little girl, is your daddy home? Does she go? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Bruce? Like,
What does he say?
and who called you the boss? He's on fire for somebody, and but the fact that you're worried about whether or not her dad's home, That's that's an aside. So anyway, so what's are you guys recording or what's
Well-
next on the Star Rover?
Well, we're
plan?
looking. We're writing a bunch right now, so we
Yeah.
have like half of a new record, and we're currently booking another tour. That I think we're gonna do either in February or March. We're trying to figure out if we're gonna go to South by or not. But we're constantly writing, deconstructing. We like to write original music, sometimes based on nothing, and sometimes based on deconstructing other music that we hear and love. So we're always working on shit. For sure.
I feel like you guys are pretty prolific. You're always touring and recording. Or there's a couple different bands too, right? You guys play in different
Yeah, we keep-
formats,
we keep
right?
busy with a lot of different people, yeah.
Cool. That's great. And can you tell us the webpage again? Where can we check out more?
Facebook /Star Rover or something.
If you want to buy or hear music, unfortunately, it's starrover1.bandcamp.com because there's a band in
Scotland,
Edinburgh,
who are fans of ours.
Yeah, they've gotten requests.
Oh, really?
For gigs that we're supposed to.
What
be
a
friends.
fancy about with our true fucking
and we're
Star
gonna
Rover.
and we applied for a grant.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out tomorrow if we get this grant. If we get the grant, we're gonna go to Europe. in the
Really?
Spring.
You guys get a grant?
We're gonna find out tomorrow.
Okay. So who do we go
Wish us
smack
luck.
around and tell them give these guys a grant? Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Uh,
Send the guys that do my light work. Send them out and be like,
Break a couple
better
legs.
fucking give Star Rover that grant, man.
Okay, yeah, let's talk later.
You have
Yeah.
to do it tonight, though.
Yeah, right. As they're slumbering, like, fuck sugar plums, man. Just give these guys their money.
Couple crowbars.
So that's fucking awesome. Well,
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sulphurbath. What's that name about?
well, the true history of the name involves the word furba or purba, which is a Tibetan phrase meaning a triple-bladed dagger of indestructible reality. And basically, it's a ceremonial blade. You know, the whole thing stems from fucking Mike Wilson. You know, I went Mike Wilson Productions. Fuck you, fuck that. It's like, get in line, man. It's like John Smith, Triumvirate 3 Productions. You know, like
With like 3
and
knives made of.
all right. No, and I got the myth element of that, and I started thinking, take the word furba, and let's find a good compound phrase that has that hidden inside of it. Suddenly it led to Sulphurbath. Yeah, we haven't really told the story of that, but
It's fantastic, man.
But you know what's really funny?
I think we have.
What's really funny is one day, like after I made this like ridiculous phrase that doesn't mean anything, some lady was like, "Oh, Sulphurbath. So you do film and video, right?" I was like, "Really? What? How do you do?" And she was like, "You know, like a sulfur, the bath that you develop photos in, and it's got sulfur content." And so yeah, we actually like just dowsers rod into like understanding what our knighted title would be. Also, it starts with an S, which is S is fucking awesome, man.
And that woman was Diane Arbus.
Favorite, sexy,
I like us.
sadistic, sane. Satan?
Sensational, man.
Yeah, right, sensational. Yeah, spliff. Hey, Mom. She doesn't know what that is. Story? Yeah. Wait, have we really taken the show just to saying words that start with S?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck. All right, so thank you guys, Star Rover. Very, very cool. Awesome, yeah. Star Rover performing interview. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to do something really special right now. In a few, we're going to have another update interview. We're going to catch a couple of the previous guests that have been on the show before, but right now we're going to invite Azumi Oe up. And Azumi is a really amazing performance artist. She just blows the roof off the house every time she performs, and we're really honored and pleased to have her here. Yeah, Azumi Oe, another hand, please, Azumi. You know, we've seen Azumi perform in many different arrangements. Tonight, she was using some really high-tech software. But Azumi has performed at Resobox, and she was on one of the previous episodes, which is really amazing. And Azumi, I gotta say, every time you perform, you just knock it out of the park. It's fucking awesome. Really cool. Different dimension shit, you know, that's really great. Super cool. So we would like to credit Ken Price as well for doing the audio on that segment. And we also need to credit the people that developed the software. But I don't have their names on me right now. Do you guys have the names right now? No, so we want to really, on the archive, we're going to put the names of who developed that software. It's a whole unique thing. And we're going to, check out the archive and check out the credits for a lot of people collaborated on that, even though you only saw like the one bit at the end. But thank you, Azumi. That was awesome. Cool.
Yeah, we got a full house of.
Yeah, it's a full
We have
house,
to
so
catch up.
we should ask these guys to like do another whoop for us, right?
Okay.
Will you do the honor?
Of what?
Asking them?
For woo?
Yeah, for a whoop.
Hey guys, I'm a little low on woo. too, a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, calm the fuck down. Yeah, so again, thank you everybody so much. It's been a fucking awesome several weeks, right? This is the 25th week.
Yeah.
We've had about 60 guests or so. We've had amazing musicians from punk rock to jazz. We've had experimental. We've had all the end jams. We've had all the experimental videos. We've had comedy. We've had poetry. We've had the liberation of human freedom. Wait,
Yeah.
can you liberate freedom?
Sure. Yeah.
Jesus, I'm all over the place. So that's one of our goals, actually, is liberate freedom. Freedom is in such a fucking, like, cage right now. If only we could free the freedom, and then it would just spread everywhere to all the people. And really, we're artists, but we just, fuck the greedy banks, Yeah. I watched,
What'd you watch?
what's that Jimmy Stewart Christmas movie that makes me cry?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I just watched that recently, and turns out it's a fucking wonderful life, you guys. If you guys didn't know that, like, just find your angel and picture your lives without you in it. Shit sucks.
Yeah.
And people are crashing cars and getting punched in the face and all kinds of shit. People are like going deaf and drowning to death and poisoning little kids. Fuck that world, man. What an emotional roller coaster. God damn you, George Bailey. Just sit down and use logic. No, but he has to get all like fucking angel on us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Movie's been out for a while, Mike.
So what are you saying? Like,
I'm saying everyone has seen that movie.
Yeah.
And, I appreciate
also,
that.
you know what I found out recently?
What's that?
Turns out the groove really is in the heart. It's somewhere like boom.
I've been looking all over for it.
Yeah.
Turns out it was right here all
Yeah.
along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lucy and Desi, power couple, man. They're way better than Brangelina. Andrew, welcome back. Andrew came on the show, episode something, and he showed off the waterfall swing set.
Yes.
And they did the water printing and everything. You guys are so conceptual in what your designs are. How you doing?
Thank you. Good. Good.
So what's new? Have you traveled with that, or are you working on some other new project now, or what's going on these days?
Actually, this week we were in Europe talking to a museum.
Really?
About doing an installation of the waterfall swing.
That's amazing. Where in Europe were you?
In Austria.
Okay.
So we're waiting for funding, and we should find out in January what's going on with
And
that for sure. But
you're going to set up the waterfall swing set inside their museum or in like a courtyard or something, or what do you?
no, they're talking about building a new structure to hold just it. And
Oh,
so
wow.
instead of there being a traditional swing set frame, we want to install it along the roof and then in the floor, so all you see is a swing.
Oh, that's cool.
So when you start swinging, then water comes out of the ceiling.
That's
so
cool.
that's the concept. I don't know. It's still, tentative. Things could go wrong.
Mhm.
We could change our ideas, but.
But that's one interesting thing about what you're doing. You're working with new technology that you're establishing as you go. So
Yes.
anybody that wants to commission you, you have to kind of like reassess the whole thing each time, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Every installation's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And the circuit boards are ones that we create ourselves. We wrote our own programs.
And did you
by
write all
we,
that
I mean,
thinking?
By we, I mean the other guys. I didn't.
Right.
am
I talk about
not,
Greg that way all the time. I'm like, we just made this bitch in animation. And oh wait, you're not Greg. No, I'm pointing that way. And really, fucking Greg made that animation, really. Yeah, we did the voice and like yeah, Sulphurbath did the animation, but.
So fortunately, I had the idea. That's really the only thing that saved me.
Well, that's the molten gold right there. That's all you need is melted gold pouring all over somebody else's abilities. And
some really smart people, so that's good.
that's very cool. You were telling us before about the crew that you guys have put together. So you kind of have an engineering take, a design take, and you guys are able to actually functionally make the stuff as you go, right?
Yeah, it's pretty magical to be able to think of crazy things and talk to people. They're like, oh yeah, I can make that. That's possible.
Mhm.
And it's just, to me, it's magical.
What actual museum in Austria is going to show it?
Since the deal's not really done yet, I'm
Yeah.
hesitant to
I see.
to talk
Mhm.
too much about that.
But please give us an update in the future when that goes through. That sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
we'll know in
Has there been
January.
anything else domestically that you've done with the waterfall swing set since you were on the show?
Well, this summer we went on 5 different installations around the country, so we're doing all sorts of different permutations of it.
That's
doing some
cool.
Water printing.
How long does it take you to set it up and actually do an installation when you go somewhere?
We were on the Today Show this year in Rockefeller Plaza. So
Really? That's
they
cool.
have a really limited time frame because they have to clear the plaza out every
Yeah.
day. So everything you see in the morning is totally gone a couple hours later.
Oh, when I walk through there at 3 p.m., I'm pissed off if there's anything in my way.
Oh, I know, it's really-
Just get that shit out of the way. We're trying to like walk through the Rockefeller Plaza.
Really to make sure that you're happy. and
Yeah,
you
exactly.
You have your proper egress through. But that was the fastest installation because
Uh-huh.
you can start at midnight and no earlier. So we had everything set up and ready to go by 5:30.
And that was a success. Everything worked out good.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
Did you
know,
demonstrate
no
it?
pressure.
It was a demonstration of.
Yeah, Matt Lauer and Savannah Guthrie wrote on it, and Al Roker was there.
Oh,
and
I love those people. Yeah.
It
No,
was-
that's cool.
It made my mom happy. 'cause
That- I
think
imagine. That's big
prior to
number
this,
one,
I
like-
think she thought the whole thing was just stupid. So.
Yeah.
But now she can show her friends and say, my son was. on
Well,
the
that's a
thing.
certain amount of legitimizing it, right? I know
It
for my
does.
mom, there's certain things that I could show her that she'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But fucking New York City, NBC, Today Show, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
it
legit.
definitely-
That's
it
great.
definitely helped us
Yeah.
for other things because being on that show is they sort of vet you to make sure you're okay.
Mhm.
And so
Very cool.
that leads
So
to
we're
other
waiting to
things.
hear about Austria. Do you guys have anything else in the pipes that you're designing that's different than the waterfall swing set right now?
We do. We have a thing called the water arch, which uses laminar water. It's a much smaller piece, but it's basically 2 towers that have laminar water streams, which is when water is really calm and glassy and surface tension takes over. So it
Mhm.
looks like 2 towers are connected by glass rods.
And it'll be like a glass pane of water between them or something?
It's like 2 thin streams.
Okay.
So, but we set it up so that it's about at eye level, so people can walk up and get really close to it. And if they want to touch it, they can. And if they do, they're shocked because the water is moving very quickly.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So it's kind of a fun interactive.
That's awesome.
Very simple piece, but
Seems like every conceptual project you're doing, you're messing with elements and how powerful an element can be in a certain way or something.
yeah. And then Fumio and I were talking about using a much smaller version of the water printing. We're talking about the sound it makes. The solenoids we use make a little clicking sound. It sort of reminds me
Cool.
of insects. And then when the water falls into the at the bottom into the trough, it makes sort of a pattern sound. So we're thinking about using that, but having it strike maybe pieces of metal or other things that make noise, and miking that. And
Super cool.
Using
Yeah.
that as as a sort of an instrument.
Super cool. Have you ever seen that film Microcosmos with the bugs? It's like, oh, yeah.
No.
And they developed these special techniques of microphoning bugs, so you can hear like the ants' footsteps. You can hear it. It's like, tick, tick, tick.
And the bugs didn't know.
And the bugs, well, how do you know they didn't know?
I mean, they bugged the bug.
Well, but like you've never been inside the head of a bug. I mean, you never.
I mean, it wasn't like the mantis was like, is this like, oh.
I'm just saying, like, how do you know that? You never.
That's a great
All right,
mantis
call me out.
imitation, by the way.
Squash them.
Now the waterfall, the swing set, I've been thinking about that a lot since that show, and I thought, if someone was on fire, that would be like a horrific joke, wouldn't it? Because
the water always
Yeah,
misses
because it
them.
misses,
they're just
and you know water, it's a waterfall, and you run under it, and it just stops. It's frustrating.
like, thank God, water. Oh shit! Turn the sensor off.
What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, think about fire. Like, if
Have
you're
you
next to a
burned
generator,
anybody
think about
alive?
We have not.
On your
sprinkler
tour?
systems,
Yeah.
Think about it.
We have thought about a fire version of it, but that would be.
Oh, that would be
It's
cool.
hard enough to ensure what we have now.
Yeah, right. But you just the sensors, instead of like a stream of fire, it would be like the sensors control like fire blasts or spurts.
Something.
Yeah, just kind of like Indiana Jones or something.
Holy shit, that
This-
sounds amazing.
Sounds great. Well, you know what's cool? Like I remember going to Universal Studios or whatever when they showed the fire shows, and it's like I remember like Excalibur or whatever it was, like Dragon Slayer. I was 9 years old, and everybody's like, "This is amazing," and I was like, "It's too hot. You're getting the fire too close to me," and it just killed the experience. So. When you're ready to do that, let's talk, because I know the level that an audience is comfortable with fire.
Too much fire is too much.
Yeah, I know exactly how much fire to use. So,
That's a good thing to know.
yeah, right. It's like it's on my
much is-
resume,
how
man.
much
It's
is-
down at the bottom, like 84 words per minute. It's true, and then knows exactly how much fire an audience can handle. So, I'm still looking for a job. Can you believe that?
How'd you find out what's too much?
Yeah.
People get-
Just
Anger.
A singed resume goes
Yeah.
out.
Burning eyebrows is too much, man. Super cool. Well, keep updating us. We're going to put on the archive, the webpage, and everything for tonight. And yeah, we really look forward to more conceptual art from you guys. It's really cool stuff. So
Thanks.
thank you, Andrew Ratcliffe. Yeah,
Thanks
very
for
cool.
having me.
Thanks for joining us. Yes, awesome. Andrew Ratcliffe. Woo! So we would like to invite Lawman up. You remember Lawman Lynch?
Yeah.
Lawman did the situational junta. And we'd like to invite Lawman up. Lawman, what's up? Lawman Lynch. And back in the Sulphurbath. What's up, Lawman? Thanks for joining us tonight, man. So for the people that don't know, Lawman Lynch is part of he's a coordinator and part of the group that does the situational junta, right?
That's correct.
And you guys get together and you have these kind of like sit-in happening things where you're sharing information.
Yeah.
But it's like the no rules, right? It's like anybody can share the information how they want to share it.
Right.
So it becomes what's our issue? How do you want to share it expressively? And then every time you guys do it, you have a different theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys just did the second one. What was the theme you guys just did?
Well, the second one was good evening, everyone. The second one was basically about readings and poetry.
Uh-huh.
And we had a few great artists come in and doing their readings, and just poetry. It was fun, and of course we have music and other creative acts interspersed in the whole evening. So it's a good vibe, a good space to be a part of. For those of you who don't know, situational junta is basically an artistic form where persons come together and display their art, their craft, in a fun way. So we basically take situations, current affairs issues, and disseminate that information via drama or via music or via dance. So opposed to just sitting in a classroom and learning about topics that are dear to our development and so forth, we find a way of using the art form to disseminate such information.
Yeah, I think that's really great. And then everybody comes together, whether they're a poet or whether they're a painter, and they're
Right.
sharing ideas in a new way.
Correct.
So it recontextualizes how we share information, right?
There you go.
But at the same time, it's the current shit. It's the stuff we should be talking about.
Right.
And so I think it's a really interesting thing that you guys have developed.
Yeah, and the next one is on Monday. So for those of you who are in New York, please make it down to Manhattan, the Bowery Poetry Club. It's going to be a fantastic show. Bob Holman will be there, who is the founder of the Bowery Poetry
Oh,
Club.
cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun.
And that's the Bowery Poetry Club.
Correct.
On this coming Monday,
This
the
coming
16th.
Monday, the 16th of December.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. And so how did you feel about the last one? Did it come off as good?
The last one, the turnout was good as usual. Very different from the first one, and that is what is important and very interesting about situational junta. You never know what to expect.
Mhm.
Every staging of this event brings something new to the table. So you can't say it's gonna be like the last one.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to come and find out.
Yeah. Very cool. So, do you have a webpage or something everybody can be updated with and
Well,
find out
if
when?
you visit the Mantle, Sean Randall, he does PR.
Shout out to Sean. Sean couldn't be here
Yeah,
tonight,
he
but
does
we are good
PR.
friends with the Mantle, and thank you, Sean Randall. Episode 25, right? We got to thank the Mantle and everybody there.
He does PR for Situational Junta, and he writes numerous articles and updates about the event. So if you check out themantle.com, you'll find it.
Awesome. Yeah,
All
very
right.
cool.
And
So,
congratulations
Lawman,
on
you-
your 25th.
Thank you, man, very much. You're also a musician, right, Lawman? I
Yes,
remember you
I
telling
am.
us you're playing.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to jam with us a little bit here in a bit?
Yeah, I'll stick around for it.
So there's a freshly tuned piano in the corner. We have some guitars. And can you play an espresso machine like it's...
I can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting the word... Oh, shit. It's not exactly woodwind. It's a brass instrument. It's brass, definitely.
But yeah, thanks a lot.
Yes.
I'm looking forward
Very
to
cool.
this
So, Situational
continuing.
Junta,
Yeah.
we're going to put on the archive. We want everybody to check it out. And thank you, Lawman. Lawman
All right,
Lynch,
thanks a lot.
friend of the
Monday at
Sulphurbath.
Bowery Poetry.
Monday at Bowery Poetry Club. Awesome.
Number 25, live from the Sulphurbath, straight under Nkave. Bright lights, cold days. Always remember. A in jam.
Pink. Frankenstein.
Yo. Number 25.
Was the best of time. Worst of
White line. Cross out. Disappearing alpha grid.
White line. Cross out. Disappearing off a grid.
Number 25, do it big, do it till the end of time. We're gonna
Well,
focus on the grind, get it every time.
it's
On the line,
Filio.
gonna make it do it double time. Add it up, this track number that, Sulphurbath in here. We're gonna make it, then we're gonna switch again. Yeah, we on top, go. Here we go again, gonna rock, flows, let it grow. Out the grass, out the mud, let the sun
Where
shine. and
is
shine
my
from above.
bass
When I chill with my
powers?
thugs, then I'ma do it big, I'ma do it till it fall. I'm steady gonna ball always on my grind. My red shirt let me know that I'm about to get mine. I'm on the line for line. Spitting these rhymes straight off of the line. Yeah, Sulphurbath 25. Stay alive while I hyperdrive.
And where is tomorrow?
Just another try to be MC. All I do is just spit from the heart. All I do is just start. React the ignition, spin, and then I let the engine rev again. Yeah.
Makes it sad.
2-5.
Entrances.
Yeah. Got percussion, bass, extra electric guitar. Got the playing these beats going far from the mind to the soul. Here we go. Never know. Let the wind blow and take you down an unfamiliar road. Whoa. Yeah.
Folly of bass powers.
Yeah.
Folly of bass powers.
Yeah. Yeah. Downstairs,
Pink
I make lots
Frankenstein.
I brew a couple cups of coffee. But if you don't know me, you wouldn't know that my star's taking off, B. Another cloud, another hemisphere, another universe to explore. I'm going there and I know that I've never been there before. But I know how to open doors. I know how to undo locks. I know that once my beat starts to tick tock, it will never stop.
Like a Star Rover. Like Pink Shock. Endgame. Endgame.
Live. Direct. Sulphurbath. Anywhere is the set. Yeah. Just turn the cameras on and spawn.
Final. Star Rover.
Yeah.
Final. Pink Chalk. Woo!
Non-stop. 25 hyperdrive, celebrating reasons to be alive. Yeah.
The road would seems cold.
In the driving rain. Makes me insane.
Shout out Mike, Brett, Blaine, Kneece, man on the percussion, man on the buzz. Got Greg hitting the bumps on the sax and the trunk. Hit never will I stop spit. I'm so sick from the cockpit. I drop shit knowledge, I rock it. I rock it. I rock it off. A rocket man just learning how to be a boss. Learning how to take off from just another strip in the desert. Doing all I have to do to put in work. I'm going berserk. I'm trying to learn how to do more than see God in church.
And fluid lines
stand before me as I put my hands in
your crimes
with glory. Yes. Just a dollar and a dream. A young man trying to be everything. He's in his dreams and his schemes, his plots and everything in between. I'm being everything, but yet I'm still being deemed. Yeah.
Pink Frankenstein.
these wooden spoons in the month of June.
Here we go, off the mind, I'm a rocket, never will I stop here. Do it big, I'ma drop it from the cockpit. I'm the kid, I'ma sit and I'ma rock this. From the top to the bottom of the shit. I was born in the gutter, Crown Heights is the hood. We can throw it up cause we know it's really good. Bushwick, Brooklyn, and we do it non-stop. Sulphurbath, when we gonna take it to the straight top. Yes, non-stop, the drop never off. Gonna have to do it cause I know it never falls. I don't have to cough when I talk on the good thing. I'ma do it while I do it wrong. Yes. 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 Yeah. Let the beat build, yeah.
Good luck changing your mind.
Frankenstein. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, one more time. Isolated in sugar cells in in other wells, is stomping Frankenstein. It's White Cross over your mind. It's White Cross over your mind.
White line, cross out. Disappearing
Number
off
25,
a grid.
baby. Oh!
Disappearing off a grid.
Live and direct from the Sulphurbath. Everybody have a good night and a blessed holiday. Live from the Sulphurbath, episode 25. Good night.
Go on. Take it over. Be happy. Take it over. Over.